and welcome to the show. I'm your host, Mike Stark, and in today's video, I'll be going through my highest price movies in my collection with the cost of each item as of 2024. So without further ado, let's get this video started with my first title being none other than the Hellraiser box set on 4K Ultra HD. Now this is quite a dear item in my collection. This is the 4K Quartet of Torment box set on 4K. Now this came with two versions. One with this art and the other one with Chatter, the other character in Hellraiser. Now this cost me $200+ when it came out. Now it's out of print, out of stock. You cannot find it on Amazon, and that's where I bought it from. Although if you do go on additional sites, they may still hold this one. But yeah, this is a great set to have if you're a fan of this movie. Never looked better on 4K. Anyway, next title is one that is out of print, but they are releasing now a similar box set, and that is the Super Mario Brothers, the Trust the Fungus edition. Now I did an in-depth review on both of these titles, so they're on my channel if you want to go check them out. But this here is a exclusive title to Australia on 4K Ultra HD with tons of goodies. This costs $200+ now. You can't get it anywhere. If there's one floating around, it might even be worth more than $200, but great set to have. This cost me when it came out, because I pre-ordered this, I think $150, or maybe it was $100. I can't remember, can't say for certain, but now they're releasing a one-up edition of this box set, but this is the first original one to come out, so it will be rarer than the newer one. Anyways, next one is the most expensive item in my collection. Cannot get this anywhere, and if you can find it, it's going for just obscene amounts, and that is the Crawl Space DVD, the made-for-TV movie. Now this costs in excess of $500+ if you can find it anywhere. I had bought this off Amazon many years ago for around 150 Australian dollars. Very expensive, this one. I don't know why, but it's hard to find. And I remember I purchased a bootleg version of this online, and then when I found out it was a bootleg, I cancelled my order because I don't do bootlegs. But yeah, $500+. Was this a good movie? It was okay. It's very similar to Bad Ronald, if you've seen Bad Ronald. This is the story about some homeless guy that lives in this elderly couple's basement, and he kind of does chores around the house for them. They never really had kids, so they kind of adopt him, not legally, but... And then all these weird occurrences start to happen in this small town. And, you know, this store gets smashed up, things go missing. Just an interesting movie, but yeah, not for everyone. Anyways, next one on the list, because I've got a couple of lists here going, is the limited edition. This was the Zavvi exclusive, that's where I bought it from. And that is the Wicker Man 4K Ultra HD box set. Now this is a great set. Opens up like this. So if you look at it like that, there's like a quote at the front. But yeah, really cool set to have with tons of goodies. Really cool. One of my favorite movies of all time. Now, if you're going to purchase this, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. $325+ on Amazon. I'm pretty sure there are a few floating around out there. But when I first purchased this, I bought it off Zavvi. Was one of the last items I bought off Zavvi AU, because now they don't sell movies on the Australian Zavvi website. This cost me in excess of, I think it was like $100, or maybe it was like $80. It wasn't that much back then, but now it's over $300. Great movie, The Wicker Man, about a cop goes to this island in the middle of nowhere, and this island is run by this democratic, I wouldn't even call it a democratic island. It's more or less of like a communist type of island where they all believe just these obscure, backwoods, primitive ways of life. Anyways, next one is the Lost Boys Zavvi exclusive, which comes with the steelbook of the movie. Great movie. Love this one. Cool movie. An 80s vampire flick. Now, if you're going to pick this up online, it'll cost you in excess of $150. Now, when I picked this up, it wasn't that much. It was like around $60, $70, and then they gave me $20 off because it came with this huge scratch across the front. And yeah, I mean, what can I say? You don't need to have a lot of these editions. You can get the standard ones, but if you're a collector like me, and any collectors out there watching, you all know this disease that we all have, which is called OCD. Anyways, next one is one that I got pretty much for free. There's a story behind this one. And this is the Blade Runner, the 30th anniversary 5-disc digibook edition, which comes with the work print cut of the movie, which you can't really get the work print cut unless you get like an edition like this. But yeah, this is very hard to find, and if you're gonna pick this up, $150+. I bought all these movies from Gumtree, which is like the trading post, or which is like a buy and sell in Australia. I got this for about $60 with a bunch of other movies. The guy was just getting rid of his collection, didn't really care. But yeah, this one, just love Blade Runner. Probably my favorite science fiction film of all time. Futuristic film, robots, you can't go wrong. Anyways, the next one is a really, really underrated, great fantasy, dark horror, kids movie, whatever, however you would phrase it, and that is the Paper House movie on Blu-ray. Now this one here, I bought this for $200 at the time, and then someone on eBay started selling a bunch of them for like $25 each, so I got 2 copies of this. This one is still sealed. It's sealed double. It's sealed inside, and it's sealed with yeah, one of these like temporary cases. But if you're gonna pick this up online, and if you can find it anywhere online, as I've done my research for a lot of these titles, you can pick this up for $120+ if you're really into this movie. But yeah, this film has only ever been released in France and Germany, and I think Russia, but there is no English-speaking countries that have released this one. Great movie about a kid that, you know, becomes really ill, stays home from school, starts drawing these pictures, and then when she goes into these fever, she passes out from having a fever, and then she goes into these dreams where her pictures come to life. Just a really cool movie. Anyways, next one is one of my more recent buys, and that is the Twilight Zone movie. I'm pretty sure Steven Spielberg directed one of the segments in this, but yeah, this is out of print, hard to find, rare. I bought this secondhand off eBay for about 40 Australian dollars. It goes for over $100 if you're buying it brand new elsewhere. Out of print, the Twilight Zone movie. Is it a great movie? It's okay. There is a sad backstory to the last segment in this movie, where if you're watching the last segment where it's about this racist guy, I saw it on that Cursed Films series, and the main actor died in real life in that scene, so rest in peace. And they weren't going to finish off the movie, but they ended up doing it in his honor. And then the kids died from the helicopter crash in the last scene of the entire movie. But very sad, but you know, I love a lot of the segments in this movie. Anyways, next one is a romantic thriller film, and that is China Moon with Madeline Stowe and Ed Harris. Now, I didn't know this was out of print and it went for that much, but if you want to pick this up, it costs just, yeah, over $100. Hard to believe. It's just, you know, your standard Kino Lorber release. About a woman that cheats on her husband, and she meets Ed Harris. They end up killing the husband, dumping him off this boat. Yeah, really scary. Just, yeah, crazy. Anyways, next one is the Francis Ford Coppola adaptation, rendition of the 80s movie of The Outsiders. This is the Zavvi exclusive box set. Comes with the Blu-ray and the 4K. Now, this one is quite costly, $100+. I got this for around $60, $70 off Zavvi AU when it was still around, selling movies. Comes with a whole bunch of goodies about a bunch of rebellious teenagers during the 60s and what they get up to. But yeah, based off the novel. Had to read it in high school, enough said. Anyways, next one is the Criterion version of Rosemary's Baby. Now, everyone knows in the collecting community, physical media movie community, this is out of print, very expensive. That will cost you $120, can't go wrong. Next one is The Witches on Blu-ray, very expensive. And the only way you can pick this up without getting a burn-on-demand version of it from the Warner Archive. This will set you back $200 plus. One of my favorite 1990s Roald Dahl films by Nicholas Roeg about witches, a kid that discovers these witches, cauldron of witches in this, I guess you could call it auditorium, this hall. Anyways, gets turned into a mouse. Great movie. The remake does squat to the original. Anyways, last one on this list is my Titanic 4K box set with the Blu-ray as well, the 25th anniversary edition. That one will set you back $150, and I'm done because my battery is low and I'm out of everyone. So if you've liked this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below with any questions you may have, and thank you all for watching. I'm Mike Starr. I'll catch you all in the next video, but until then,